Hello. Hi, I had to start a different live. Hi, Stephanie. Hi, Rose Petal. I'll explain here in a minute. Can you guys hear me okay? Put a 1 in chat. Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me? Okay. I'm like freaking out. Okay. All right. How are you guys doing? Wait and see if anybody else comes in or if they're all going to hide in the bushes. I hope you guys are okay. What is going on? This phone is like freezing. I know, Stephanie. My phone keeps messing up. Hi, Lois Angel Eyes. Welcome in. I don't know if I should switch to my other phone or not. Tell me if you guys have trouble hearing me. How are all you guys? Yeah, this heat is just awful. It's just awful. I hope everybody else gets this new live because, what a day. Oh, okay. All right. Welcome in, Lois. Hi. If you guys do need a link, just let me know. I don't know how Lois is about being on panel, but, you know, and I'll send it to you instead of putting it straight out there. You ready to shut it down? Okay. All right. Yeah, I don't know if you guys just saw me on Matt's. Okay. Stephanie, if I send you the link, well, here, let me just put it in. I can watch who comes up. Whoop. Oh, I got to learn how to do this. Hi, Hairbag. Welcome in. Phone's not running good because of the heat. And of course, I'm sitting outside. Did that work? Right? Are you going to come up too, Stephanie? Okay. It hasn't warned me yet. Let me see. I don't see her yet. Oh, there she is. Hold on. I got her.
Sure. Hello.
Hello. You want your camera on? You can turn it off or hey.
She's like,
I'm ugly, so I don't turn my camera on.
oh, believe me, cancer 10 years.
Oh, God. I'm so sorry, honey. Oh. Yeah, it's like this whole thing is going around that I lied, and you know, I don't want to show my medical records online. You know.
Yeah, yeah. You are not obligated to have to show anything online. It's the
Right.
same standards as if they walked into a doctor's office and asked for your medical records. That doctor would tell them no because it literally goes against HIPAA. So online, no, you are not required to show. Nor does it ever have to be that you have to prove that. Cancer is a sensitive subject, and it affects people different ways because there's many different types of cancer. Your biopsy was showing
Yeah.
cancerous polyps found. That can go one of two ways. That could mean that's the beginning stage of stage one. They just found it. So they're not going to know how to approach the situation. They've got to get specialists involved in how to go about the right approach to get it. They'll have to look at the stages. Is it fast growing, slow growing? All of that
Right.
stuff. That's not like for them to ask, oh, we want this, we want this. That's not information you can give because doctors haven't even figured that out.
Right.
So when they get on their bashing, I mean, and it's like listening to her page and stuff, she goes into talking about a lot of her problems.
Mhm.
And it literally is like, okay, she got some personal problems she needs to deal with. She mad that you showed your results to another friend. What's been freedom of choice of who you want to share your personal information with?
Yeah, see, I didn't have the results when my friends wanted me to show it to them, and I told them that I would get it. It was July something that they gave me till, but I didn't get it till July 28th. So they treated me like crap, and then I decided not to show it to them, and I showed it to the people that I trusted.
And see, that treated you like crap. That's all pressure. That's all pressure.
Mm-hmm.
Don't let them get you. Don't let them get under your skin. Because a lot of the stuff I've been hearing, I'm like, you all don't even know. You all don't even understand. Not everybody that has cancer takes medicine. I'm 10 years into my cancer, and I've never been on a med for my cancer.
Right.
10 years in, and I've never done that because here's why. The option they want to go is either radiation or chemo. Well, here's the thing. Chemo kills both good and bad cells. A child has a better success rate with chemo because their body's constantly reproducing new cells. The older we get, our body slows down. So we're not going to, if the chemo destroys those good cells, we're not guaranteed to rejuvenate cells. We're guaranteed more towards that the older we are. It has a higher success rate on children than it does adults. Part of the reason I've gone 10 years is they misdiagnosed it and then found out, and we're like, oh yeah, we have to go change all this record. I could have been suing. Am I worried about suing? No, I'm worried about seeing everybody. I'm worried about living my last days in peace.
Yeah.
So I'm here for you. I completely understand because I looked at it and I saw it and I was like, how the fuck are they saying this is not cancer? This is either the stage 1 or that they removed it. The biopsy is just the testing stage because they take the biopsy and they send that off to the pathologist to determine.
Right.
So if they found cancerous polyps, it's right there. Anybody's going to freak out hearing the C word.
Yeah.
I freaked out with mine. I even had a feeling with mine.
Mm.
And for them to be going at you like this, I'm like, if you don't really say, oh, we care about you, we love you, then why did they go at you like this? That's not love. If they're mad, oh, well, I just want answers. I really believed you. No, because if you all was friends before, I will tell you personally myself, if I have a friend that I was friends with and then they go put my stuff in blast like this, you best believe, and they're sitting there wondering why I'm not giving them anything because of the way they acted. I'm going to give crap up to them with how they acted.
Right. And
because if you can get that mad over little stuff and go blow me up on my, no, that ain't a friend.
Right. And it was because I hadn't talked to my doctor about the stages yet, and I took it that 2 pellets was stage 2. That was my bad. But instead it was stage 1, he said, because it didn't spread to my lymph nodes or something. So I corrected myself and said it was stage 1. So because I messed up like that, they're saying I'm lying. Plus, I only took the medicine that he gave me for 1 month because that medicine was, expensive, and I figured my Medicaid wasn't going to cover it for long. It was like $17,000.
Yeah, and believe me, the part of the price because you're on the Medicare too.
I'm on Medicaid.
Medicaid, they just last year had me fully retired, and I'm only 35 years old. My birthday is next week. And they just fully retired me. Will not let me go to work, none of that, and switched me over to the full Medicare.
Oh, okay.
And so what I'm hearing them say, I'm like, I've lived this with 10 years with no treatment, nothing. I'm still killing strong.
Wow. What I do? Let me tell the chat who what you're about and why you're here and why does my phone keep messing up? Holy crap! Hold on a second. This is my friend Stephanie's friend, and she has cancer, and she is one that looked at my biopsy report. I do not know her. We do not know each other, right?
Right.
And she says that it's legitimate. So, I mean, I'm not just showing it to people on YouTube that I think will stick up for me. Stephanie.
Are you addressing that to me, Tab?
To the whole, everybody here.
Okay, all right.
And I looked up your doctor. I know exactly where that clinic's at.
Yeah.
I'm now on the east side of AZ. I used to be on the west side.
Oh,
So I
okay.
know exactly where your doctor's at, and that name has come up quite a lot out of my doctor's mouth.
Yeah.
So I know exactly who you're talking about. He is a good one.
Yeah. Um, yeah, 5815 West Black Canyon Highway. Right.
Yep.
Mm. But and it's like they told me to back off, and then they went live about it, and she wanted me to today while I was working in her live, and wanted me to go up there. I'm just like, no, I can't. I got to work. I have to
Exactly.
go.
And
You
on
know.
top of that, you don't need all that extra stress. Even in stage one, it doesn't matter what stage it is. Cancer is cancer.
Yeah.
And it is the most hardest thing for people to accept. I'm 10 years in and I'm still not wanting to accept mine.
Right.
I'm still not wanting to accept that I cannot work. I cannot do a lot of stuff I've
Right.
ever dreamed of doing.
Right.
I'm not wanting to accept that I'm 35 and already on retirement because of my cancer.
Oh.
And so for hearing all the stuff that they're saying, I'm just like, they need to shut their mouths.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there like, Tabby, do not fall under that pressure.
Oh, I'm
Right.
just gonna basket. Hi, Harley.
Introduce us, Tab.
Huh?
Introduce us.
Okay, this is Lois. That is talking. She's had cancer for 10 years, and she's Stephanie's friend, which is always in my chat. They're both
Okay.
together.
I'm Hairbag. Me and
Hello.
Tabby's husband have been friends for years. I
Like,
have known Tabby for 30 plus years. I have known her husband for over 40. So I know what Tabby's like.
and Hairbag was there for my first bout of cancer. So,
And I want to thank you. I want to thank you for backing her up on that.
You're welcome. As soon as I heard what this stuff was about, I was overhearing it when Stephanie was listening to it live, and I'm like, wait, they're talking about cancer? And I'm like, why aren't they even going at her on this stuff? Oh, wait, it's not like she's out there begging for money or anything like that and using it. I'm like, they need to shut up and grow up and get off her back.
That's
Yeah.
exactly
It's
what I
pissing me
told
off
her.
just hearing them. It's
That's
pissing me off.
Yeah, that's the exact same thing I told Tabby this afternoon about. It's not like you're sitting there begging for money. What the hell?
yeah, it's okay, Stephanie. I saw that. Sorry, she's really heated. I know. I don't know if you guys watched Matt's live, but I was just over there and trying to set the record straight. But I never asked for a penny. I even stayed off of YouTube during that, so nobody would accuse me of that.
Yeah.
I mean, it ain't like you were trying to profit off of it. It's like, what the hell, people? Grow
Yeah.
the F up.
Exactly.
Trust
Because
me.
it's like the go ahead.
Go ahead.
It's like they're fishing to try to
Yeah.
get you to reveal information.
Mhm. Yeah, I'm not gonna show my medical information online. No way.
I don't blame you.
No, not doing it. And even Lois, and she's got cancer, and she knows what biopsy results are.
Yep. Too well.
Yeah. So, and they took the polyps out, which he said took the, cancer out. I did have precancerous cells in my wall of my colon, but he said we can deal with that. And then he lowered my, how the colonoscopy is supposed to be every 5 years. He lowered it to every 3 years.
Now, did they do a body scan to see if there was cancer anywhere else?
No, he said he wasn't really worried about cancer being anywhere else because the tumors were so small on the polyps that he wasn't worried about that. But he said if I felt anything, or I got too worried, he would do a PET scan. Or they would do a PET scan.
Okay.
So, hi, Chris. So, and that's just it. Is he was so certain that he had gotten it out with the polyps, and I was just listening to my doctor. Is all.
Hi,
Yep.
Chris.
It
Chris.
just.
Because that's the best you can do is when your doctor tells you the diagnosis, the best you can do for your own health and well-being is follow their instructions.
Yeah, and he's a good doctor,
He is.
So
He is. His name has come up a lot between my doctors.
Yeah, and Hairbag, she lives out here too in Arizona, so she knows
Oh,
what doctor.
okay. I
Yeah,
live back here in New York, so I'm not
Yeah,
New York City. I'm Western New York by Lake Erie.
I'm born in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, but raised out in Arizona. I came out to Arizona to the East Valley when I was only 18 months old. So I call myself native to Arizona because I've been out here since before I could talk.
Right.
Mm.
Man, I remember the first time I went out to see Bob and Tabby. Got off the plane and it felt like somebody had slugged me right in the jaw. My knees buckled. It was like 115 degrees that summer.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. This summer has been by far the worst. I don't remember it being like this when I was a kid out here. Like we used to walk on the ground barefoot. Now we can't even walk on the ground barefoot. You can cook eggs on the ground and a cast iron pot, but you can't walk around barefoot. Your feet are burning as soon as you go in the sunlight. You're like, shoot.
Was that mountain Squaw Mountain we went up that first time I came out, Tab?
It was Squaw Peak at the time.
Squaw
Yeah.
Peak. I put on so much sunblock thinking I was going to need it. It was the worst mistake I ever made. It blocked my pores and damn near made me pass out from heat exhaustion.
We both. Yeah, we were both.
You see, remember, we have the sunscreen, and then we have the sunblock.
Yes, Stephanie, I'm going to try to make it over on that side, but right now I don't have a car. My transmission went.
Oh.
Yeah,
She's
so.
a lot of breakdowns this summer, though. I know about this.
I walked the day it was 119 that Monday. I walked to the store and I thought, man, you're too old for this.
Bro, you are brave.
Yeah.
I will order a $6 Uber to the store. I don't even have a car. They won't even clear me for driving. I was like, I had my opening to get my license and all that, and then I had another seizure and they took it. And I'm like, I haven't even gotten the chance to have a license.
Yeah, it's my transmission went a couple months ago, and I was just like, oh yeah, right in the middle of summer. So.
Hey, Tabby.
Yeah.
Chris was saying Jackie Jude wants to know if you can unblock her.
Why is Jackie Jude blocked? I don't know. Hold on. Jackie Jude shouldn't be blocked. I didn't block her. Hold on, I'm turning my computer on. But thank you, Lois, for saying that. And I shouldn't have to prove myself at all.
No.
These are supposed to be my best friends.
Exactly, but the true colors come to light.
Yeah.
And if they can go and bash you just for a simple mistake and literally bring up every small fine print detail, how are those your friends? How are those friends? Friends aren't going to go bash each other. I always used to say this comment. Friends are like butt cheeks. SHIT comes between them, but they always come back together. But you don't go blast your friend online. A lot of our old statements, the old phrases, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade, those have meanings to life itself. Those have meanings to life itself. In friendship, you don't do that. It don't matter how mad you get. If you're going to come back together, you don't go put it to everybody else, especially when it's on a personal note. You don't go blast that stuff.
That's exactly true.
Because it's like, put yourself in this. It's like Ray need to put herself in your shoes. If it was her stuff, what she wanted blasted.
Right. Right, but it's just me.
Especially after all the crap you've gone through, Tabby. I mean, look at the past 2 years. You've taken nothing but everybody else's crap, and then you're supposed to, just forget about that? No.
No, but now I got Purple on me. I got Jenna on me again. I got everybody on me again, so I hope they're happy.
Well, tell them to bite you.
Yep.
I just wanted, somebody that had cancer to, say that they did see it, and I'm not the one that showed it to Lois, so we haven't even ever talked except for right now.
Yep. Stephanie showed it to me, and I said, that is cancer. I've had this for 10 years. I've had many biopsies done.
Yeah. And
because cancer is only a small problem of what I'm dealing with besides all the other tumors and cysts up in my brain. I don't even know how I'm still walking and breathing. Half the time I feel like a walking dead person.
Wow. Yeah.
But it's that motivation and willpower to live life, and for my young one, for her to see that mom doesn't let nothing stop her.
Right. It is. It makes you like super tired and just feel like crap is what it does. So,
It does. It drains you. Like literally, there's no energy, no motivation, nothing. My doctors have to give me placebos and energy pills just for me to be up.
right.
And
Right.
I'm a single mom handling all of it. Just bought a house too.
Mm. Well, it's good that you bought a house. I mean, oh, I wish I could do that.
I needed that stability
Yeah.
because
I don't
everything
blame
else, all the moving around with apartments was tiring me out more, and dealing with the cancer, I couldn't do both. I needed a final stability, so I was like, we're going to buy a house.
Yeah. And you know, there's other people that have seen my records too. Hi, horse lover. But yeah, I shouldn't have to go through this, and it's just like, and I understand that my friends are mad at me because they didn't get to see my medical records. But when you treat me like shit before, I'm not going to show them to you after. You know?
Exactly. That puts a dent on the trust. You shouldn't even be expected to have to show it afterwards, especially if you've been burned. You shouldn't have to be expected to be showing stuff. Like, you burned me, earn that back. But if they're really wanting to earn that back, they ain't showing that they're trying to do that by putting this all out here. The fact that I gotta hop up on here because I'm so frustrated hearing it. I'm so angry hearing it that I gotta hop up here and be like, they need to stop. If they really want to prove you that they're your friends, why do they carry on with it? Because if they don't keep carrying on with it, they ain't your friends. You block them and you move on without them. It's like the bus don't wait for people. If they're not going to get on board and be an actual true friend and support you, let them go because you don't need that stress in your life.
Right. Jackie Jude, you're unblocked. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I tried to stay back. I tried not to go live too much, you know, and I just tried to stay out of the stress, you know. But I couldn't. And,
Exactly.
you know, they're, of course, not going to believe my medical record anyway. So I showed it to people that could give me a truthful answer, you know, because if you thought it was doctored, then you would have told me.
Well,
Exactly. And I've heard of that, doctor, and I know exactly where that clinic's at.
Right.
Well, Tabby, you know where I'm going to be coming from with this one, and you know how I mean it. You need to quit watching the rest of these other channels that are doing this to you. Ignore them.
Right.
That's what keeps all this crap going.
Right.
I'm
not saying you're at fault. I'm saying that when they're saying stuff about you, and you're going and you're watching it, it just fuels you. And I mean this in the nicest of ways, even though it won't sound like it. But that triggers you and that gets you going.
Yeah.
Just like it does me.
It's that need to defend yourself.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because they're calling you a liar. So if people are going to call you liars throughout life, they're going to do stuff. Just know we have your back. We believe you. If they don't, excuse me, sorry.
How many people had given me problems in the past, and I've just ignored them and ignored them. And there are a few that I have mentioned every once in a while, but actually I really don't care, but I won't do it. But you leave them alone and they quit because there's nothing else they can talk about you about.
Right. Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you, everybody. Yeah, it's just, you know, I'm trying to stay out of everybody's way, you know, and I'm just trying to go on with my channel, but come to find out, you know, somebody's going to be my worst nightmare and also get me off of YouTube. So,
Tabby, you know what to do. You're a smart girl.
yeah, I do.
And they ain't worth that time or energy. They're not worth that
Don't
time or
let it
energy.
bother you. Because when you come back, you will have the same people coming to you. So not the bad ones, but the ones you have now.
Right. It just hurts so bad that friends can do this to someone, you know.
I hear you.
I
Hell
feel you
yeah,
on that
I
one.
hear you. You should know, of all people, you should know I hear you.
I hear you. I'm dealing with something similar. Not too much to say, but similar. It's a lot of my friends that knew me before my cancer stage. I'll expect that I can do the same stuff I used to. It's not like I'm not the same person. 10 years has changed me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And life situations will change a person over time.
Right.
Lolita the fraud is in here.
Who? Someone said that I'm lying that I know Tabby. No, I've never even met Tabby. I found out who Tabby was through Stephanie. I was at Stephanie's house, overheard the chat, and I decided to hop on my own thing and review and listen. Then when
You
it
have
started
no
getting to
idea
talk about
what you're
cancer,
talking about, Lolita. So why don't you just shut your little pie hole and go back to that little hole you crawled out of?
Why don't you come in?
exactly. Because this is my first time talking directly to Tabby. I've been back in the shadows. Tabby has not known about me. The only reason Tabby knew about me was because I saw the documents, because I have cancer myself and have had it for 10 years. Stephanie showed me the documents. I looked at it and said something. And then Stephanie told me what was going on in the rest of the chat. So I went on to overview a lot of stuff. And everybody who's sitting there saying it needs a test, it needs medicine, understand your facts before they come out your mouth. Every cancer patient is treated according to their type of cancer. Not everybody's body works the same. We are not robots. Everybody's body takes differently to different types of things. The way they handle Tabby's cancer is not going to be the way they handle mine. Everyone's different. For this whole med thing, I have never been on cancer medication. I have refused the chemo because chemo will kill an adult at a higher rate. A child's body is constantly reproducing cells. Chemo kills off good and bad.
And they're saying because I took the lawn store for 1 month and did it myself, they said that was because that made me look like a liar.
Because you took it for 1 month and you stopped it?
Yeah.
How does that make you a liar? Put it this way, if I take a med for 1 month, it can take about a month before you start seeing results, and I find out that med does not mix with me well, you dang right I'm going to stop it cold turkey.
Yeah. And it made me very tired and it made me nauseated and I didn't want to get sicker and I didn't want to keep sleeping all the time, so I stopped it.
Yep.
I didn't even give it time to make me deathly ill or anything like that. I stopped it. And I didn't even tell my husband I stopped it.
Because medicine's not a guarantee. Everybody's body works differently. So when we all take new meds, it's a trial period to see how our body will react to it. Some people's bodies may react well to that med, some may not. But I'm pretty sure no one wants to be going around feeling tired and nauseous 24/7.
Right.
So if I know if me personally, if I was taking a med and I'm feeling nauseous or tired, I would have stopped it on day 3.
Mm-hmm.
I would have been like, it's up and out.
Yeah. And my friend had told me that her brother had taken that too, and it made him deathly ill, and that scared me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be deathly ill. You know?
Yep.
And my
you just
doctor
want to be able to feel like yourself again and do your stuff.
Yeah. Because I
carry on life like you got.
Yeah, I wasn't able to do anything. I'd get in the car and just start puking out the door, of course, not in my car, but out the door. You know, and I'm just like, no, I can't do this. I'm sorry, Jackie, I don't know who blocked you. You shouldn't have been blocked. I did not block you. How are you blocked? You're supposed to be a mod. Wait. That's weird. She's supposed to be a mod. Huh. Jackie, dude. Yeah, don't come at Lois incorrectly.
Yeah, no, I know my thoughts. I've been living with it for 10 years.
Yeah.
And I'm still seeing doctors.
Lois is doing this on her own time. Yeah, you certainly can, Stephanie. Yeah, Lois is doing this on her own, and she saw the lab results, and she knows that it's real. So don't come at Lois sideways.
Yeah, no. And if you want to know exactly what type of cancer I have, look up esthesioneuroblastoma. It's a rare nasal cancer.
Wow, I'm sorry to hear that.
And it's taken out my sinuses. It was even worse during the COVID time. I never got COVID, luckily. But a lot of the symptoms that you get with COVID, I deal with those on a 24/7 basis year round.
Wow.
My vision has been going in and out. I've lost coordination. Sometimes it's in and out. The symptoms are never consistent. They're off and on, and I never know what I'm going to get. I just know if it's one day I pick up something and it falls out of my hand right away, I just know I'm not holding anything glass, and I'm resulting in plastic use all day.
Oh, that's sweet, Stephanie. I didn't know who still liked me and who wanted to be here, so I just didn't go live.
I will say this, with what I saw, it is legit. And I knew exactly what doctor you were talking about. As soon as I saw that paper and that name, I knew exactly where that clinic was.
Yeah, it's
And he is a really good doctor.
yeah, and I'm glad she showed it to you because I need somebody that knows what it looks like to know that it's real.
Yeah, and if they don't think Bethany Home is a real place, oh yeah, I've got quite a few friends on the west side of the valley. I've got friends throughout AZ.
Yeah. Hi, Vinny.
And so,
Yeah, it's just stressful. It's all stressful, and I just don't know what to think anymore.
I was sitting there getting all upset. I was like, I need to hop in one of these chats. On the other one, Matt's when you're like, maybe I won't go live. I was like, no, you better go live.
Right.
Don't let these mofos tear you down. Go live, because I will speak on this.
You're right. And then you probably freaked out when I deleted that other live and then made this one up, but I was like, I got to at least let you guys come up and, but I just don't know what to say. I'm just like, after being in that other panel, I'm just like, wow. I couldn't even read the comments.
Because I'm just looking through, skipping through, seeing all those comments and stuff, and it was just irking me. My blood was boiling.
Yeah.
I was like, you don't go with a sister that has cancer like that. No, no.
Yeah.
I fight to defend that stuff.
Yeah. And he says that I'm going to be okay. It's the precancerous cells that, he wasn't even worried about the precancerous cells. He's like, you will be okay. We'll just shorten the time for your colonoscopy to 3 years instead of 5. And I'm like, well, what if I have, symptoms or pains or something before that? He says, if you do, call me and we'll do it.
Yeah. So the good thing is that they've caught yours in the early stages.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whereas mine, it was like 8 years later.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Caught it early.
Yeah,
So,
they caught yours. I could tell with looking at the stuff with yours. I was like, biopsy is the first stage. Like, my biopsy was done in 2012.
oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, you dealt with it a long time.
Because I've had no treatments, they constantly want to keep doing biopsies just to make sure it's not spreading, which it has spread. But they technically don't know where it started, because how we found out about cancerous was I had a mole appear on my hand when I was 9 years old. And it was asymmetrical. And so they did a 3 French millimeter biopsy at the dermatologist, sent that into pathology, and it came back cancerous.
Oh, wow.
And so they were like, we can remove the rest of it, but we're pretty sure. And at this point, this was in 2016. So I'd already had the other cancer by then. That one was found in 2012. And when it comes down to the skin, melanoma is the fastest spreading cancer.
Yeah.
So they were already saying it's probably made it throughout your body and stuff. Like, what do you want to do? Chemo or just live out? And I was like, well, if we can get the tumors removed.
Right.
And then the doctors it's really hard. Like, you'll see on Grey's Anatomy, all those doctors are willing to work together to cure a patient. But when it comes to different practices and fields, it's not so easy to actually get doctors to work together because their liabilities are on the line.
Right.
One after another, like with where my tumor that they found, one in my pituitary gland, and then the meningioma that's in the sphenoid sinus, which the sphenoid sinus is not part of the brain. But my tumor that's in the sphenoid sinus, meningioma, is actually.
She's gonna fuck around and find out. That's what she's gonna do.
Fuck around and find out.
Fuck around and find out.
Fuck around, find out. Fuck around and find out. Fuck around and find out.